Hello there again. Here's Shayla, and I'm here to speak about a very interesting topic about humanity's dark night of the soul. So, dark night of the soul is a very common term used in a spiritual community, and it means basically that you are going through some kind of rough times after you basically initiate, not have your awakening, but really initiate your awakening, because you are starting to be aware of more of what is around you. You awaken your senses, your mind into seeing what is going on really around, and stop being naive in a sense. And so therefore you are of course also opening up to your senses in into higher dimensional energies, and it is part of awakening as well. When you are opening up to energies, basically, first of all, it's yourself. You are getting more downloaded into your energetic field within your body. It is creating a lot of storms inside your field that are, pushing away things that you have been holding for also collective humanity, that are not your personal things as well, but in a way they are, because you chose to hold on to them from being in that basically unawakened state where you decided not willingly that much really when you were a child, when you were growing up, these are things that society and people around you taught you that you should hold on and believe in for your protection, or whatever else, that's, well, mostly protection, that is the base of your reality, because you have been working on fears, fear was a level that were using or have been used to control you. So basically you are also awakening up from control that is around you and what you can do with it. So in this sense, of course, when you are waking up and going through this dark night of soul, that's why it's called this way, it is a little bit dark, period of your life that can take months or years. Usually it's years, very normal, because it's waves coming in and back and so on, that you of course have some epiphanies along the ride, but most of the time you need to shed a lot of things. Each time you raise more higher, then more needs to be or is firstly illuminated with your new consciousness, your level of consciousness, your light that you integrated, and therefore it is being shaken away for you to again be able to reach even further. So in a sense of humanity as a collective, as one, let's say, being, collective being, humanity has sorry, close into my knee. Okay, I'll continue. Humanity has its own dark night of soul, in a way that's it can take years, and of course we can look at it in a very similar way, with the individuals, that when you really look at it like a system or being that has a certain processes within itself that she or he needs to go through, to shed all these not functioning beliefs and so on, that it takes time. And so you are heading, of course you have been in kind of let's say your dark ages that have been still getting better and better, but right now you are really on the edge, or it already started, this process of dark night that is basically just the end of the awakening. And so this period that you are in and you are going to be in is very important and has a potential to, of course, accelerate you as a collective to much better future and finally free yourself. Many people and channels and beings have been talking about it already for a while, but what I also wanted to speak about is like offer you this different way of looking at it as a dark night for whole humanity as well. Of course, not one night, it's a period, but it's called this way. And this is going to be like several years still, that you would be, going through still more and more like a visible darkness, but it's again something that is coming up to the surface that was already there. And that's why it's darker. It seems darker because it seems darker because these things are coming to the surface that have been in a, like working in a lighter way, let's say, because you have been complying unconsciously to these things that have been, happening, or how your society has been working. So when you are waking up and you're resisting even when you don't comply with a normal way of working, that you don't like, for example, working 5 days a week, and that it's taking up too much of your personal time. And that is one part of waking up as a humanity as well. And there are many, of course, different instances where you realize that current systems are not working for you. But when all this, all these things also that are happening right now are because all these things have been changing as well. That's those who don't want you to be free or have a control over you, they have been seeing it, that you have been kind of like waking up. You have been changing, not maybe fully waking up everyone, of course, but you have been changing. You wanted to have more freedom, still more and more. So that's why this is why it happens, why it's happening. So of course these are last things that are happening in that attempt to keep you in those old ages. And that's why, as I said, it seems darker, because they are trying to pull all the last resorts of like doing it and doing so. And of course, they will, or this situation is trying to break you as much as possible, to get you back into, old ways, to have a control over you. So they will be trying to take most of things that you need for your life, even not trying maybe directly, but they are creating situations that you will have economic collapse, and it will be leading into not very great realities for you, or situations as a collective as well. But through that, many who are still deep in compliance, and also deep in their beliefs of they want to still see it and sleep basically, and not see what is happening, because they are afraid, to open their mind and to actually let it be all true, like what is going on around. So they will be pushed through all these necessary things to wake up. So this is your chance basically as a collective. So if you would look at it, as I said in the beginning, as a way your humanity is like one being, one coherent being, and you are perceiving it as this collective or this being is going through its own circles of dark night of the soul. And if you look at it really in this way, you will have more trust, because if you know like what dark night of the soul is, and you know that really when you put work in that things get better, you can also trust and believe in a whole humanity as well. But of course it can be difficult when you realize that of course humanity is made of all these different parts, that are people, and you cannot really control other people, just wait. But in a way, like how you contributed towards this happening, even all these negative things happening through your own awakening, you can see that okay, you are still able to influence all this flow, although it can take a long time. But of course it's still something that cannot be really changed or changed and stopped, because it's already underway. So just be patient and still work with yourself through all these times as well, the best that you can. And this way you will be helping to ground again realities into your possible futures as a humanity, that will give it more chances to actually really become a new version, the rejuvenated humanity and species. And when you will go through this dark night of soul as on a personal level, when you know that when you are going through this kind of experiences, you can have more contact as well with the other dimensional beings and higher dimensional energies, then you know that this can happen. And of course when this happens also for a whole humanity, there is of course a chance when this is going to end up in a best way possible, that there will be also more contact with extraterrestrial beings and of course those who are here to help you and to help you grow. So yeah, we are still kind of like waiting and cannot interfere with your process the same way we don't also that much interfere with processes of dark night of soul when you are going through it on a personal level. And so we are not interfering that much also with your overall process that you're going through as well. Of course, we can always assist with, we can always like on a personal level give you our energies, our guidance and so on, but this is what we are already doing. We are helping you to find your equilibrium in all these situations, and how to find yourself, because of course you can always help most of the time or mostly yourself, and through that you are helping collective. So we, and not just of course me or Yahyel, but also many other beings from other parts of the galaxy who are here to help you, are already giving you their messages, their guidance for so many years already. So you can also feel and know that of course you are not alone, even when it seems like okay, we are not helping you, we are not coming here to save you or something in that sense. But as I explained, this is your process you need to go through, and we are helping. But if you cannot see this as enough help or proper help, then it will not help you basically. So on a personal level, I mean. But of course, like if you would be able to use our help and guidance that we are giving to you to really be able to save yourself in all the situations, to get into your own self-empowerment, because that is also necessary for you to have more contact on a personal level, but of course on a galactic level as well. Or galactic on a collective level. So definitely if you want to help also overall situation, find or change your mind. If you feel that we are not doing enough, then maybe it's your own reflection that maybe you feel that you are not really doing enough, and you are maybe not doing enough in that sense, when you feel that you want someone else to save you, either us or maybe some other people. Of course, getting help, as I was saying, like we are offering help, and accepting help is great. So you, of course, don't have to do everything alone. But in a way that's is not taking away your own learning lessons, and where you can grow and expand. So that's why we offer our help in this way. So I wish you a lot of strength, and also I wish that you will find enough time to give yourself as well throughout all the time that you will go through in the next few years. That you would be able to ground yourself and to help humanity really through being in your best self, learning and expanding and grounding yourself. So thank you very much, and I see you in another present moment.